I recently switched to Linux for my main operating system, and as I'm a video editor, I'm using Resolve, which works on Linux, but it's a little annoying sometimes. The AAC audio codec is not natively supported, so I wrote a little script to fix that and some other minor issues. I want to work in Resolve normally, import clips, edit and move on. In the background, a watcher detects the AAC media, creates a Resolve-friendly MOV file with PCM audio and replaces the MediaPool item automatically. I'm not sure if it works on every Linux distribution. I'm using Fedora, but if you run into some issues, please let me know in the comments or on my GitHub repository. To install it, you just go onto my GitHub repository. The link is in the description. The requirements are DaVinci Resolve Studio, Python 3, FFmpeg and FFprop, and PySite 6. But don't worry, with the install command, everything is gonna be checked if you have it, and if not, it's gonna be installed. Also check if you have the external scripting using local enabled. Go to Preferences, go to General, and see if external scripting is using local. For installing, you just copy that command, open your console, run the command. It will check for the dependencies. I already have them installed, so it doesn't ask me to install them. For launching the Tray app, you just copy this command, put it into the console, and if you run that, the Tray icon will show up down here. If you right-click this, there are a couple of options, but we will get to that later. To test if it works, you open Resolve and import your media with the AAC codec. And then you will see the file name changes to Remux and an ID. If you have file names from cameras that are the same, but it's not the same files, it will not overwrite the other files. If you have that, you can just simply put it into your timeline and the waveform is there, as you can see. The original file will not be touched, but there is an additional folder created inside your directory which contains the remuxed file. It doesn't touch the video file, so you don't lose any quality, just the audio is converted and then put together. If you want to have this start at the system login, you just check this option. If you want to use an external cache folder instead and not have it beside your original media like that, click that, and you can use the default directory for the cache folder. If you don't want that, you can just choose another cache folder. I'm fine with the default one. And I use that because I work a lot in the cloud. If I have everything remuxed beside the original media, it will be re-uploaded to the cloud, and that's really annoying. So I am using the cache folder. Also using the start tray at login and watch manual resolve starts. So the media watcher starts when you actually start Resolve. That's it. Now we come to the extras. If you want to also export with AAC, if you go to audio here, you only have the two codecs, MP3 and linear PCM, but we want AAC, so we close Resolve, right click this and left click the install. This is another plugin that will be installed, which is not part of my app, but from TOXBLH, who made this nice little export plugin. Go to the delivery tab, and now you can see on the audio codecs AAC FFmpeg plugin. Choose that, and you can export AAC audio. The last thing that's part of my Tray app is the font fix. If you have a lot of fonts installed like me, sometimes they don't show up in here. So if I'm looking for Creato, nothing's here. I don't know why it is like that. I installed them, it worked. I restarted the PC and it just couldn't find the fonts anymore. We close Resolve again, right click this, Resolve font fix, install it. Obviously you can do that all at once, but I just wanted to show you step by step. Just install this, open Resolve again, and now we can see all the fonts you installed will show up here. If you have any issues with the script, please let me know in the comments or in my GitHub repository. If you want to see any other features implemented, also let me know. Thanks for watching.